get off of your chair. Awesome this year, I promise it's here. So watch, rate, comment, and share. And click the sub, listen up. I'm telling you all of this because it's just begun. Hit me with some videos from SiggyGuns.
Yo, Ziggy here. Let's talk next generation gaming. PlayStation 4 finally had their reveal. Xbox 3 or Xbox One already had theirs. We know what both systems look like now. One of them is big and boxy, the other one is just slim and boxy. And the future, or the next gen, quote unquote, is here. Or is it really here? Everybody that you ask on the PC world would say, well, we're way ahead of them already, so we're really the next generation. Also, if you look at Nintendo Wii U, they're probably gonna say they're next generation. I couldn't say that with a straight face. I have no idea what happened to Nintendo, and I'm gonna play Mario Bros. 3 on what I really think is the next generation, which is gonna be mobile gaming. See, in my opinion, the future is small, and platforms is gonna be what you're carrying. So whether that's your tablet or your cell phone, in my opinion, that's gonna be the future. That's next generation. It's already here. It's already now. Because let's face it, eventually you're gonna get bored of sitting on your computer at your desk, or you're gonna get bored. I mean, that's why laptops were made, pretty much. Gaming consoles, they're gonna disappear. There's no hardware in the future, because they probably can control everything either in your mobile apps or in your cell phone with permissions, and they're probably gonna go ahead and have games and all this stuff in the cloud. That's what I think is gonna be next generation. So in the end, the Vitas and the Game Boys of the world, they really had, if they would have stuck to it, all the way through, that's going to be the future. And eventually, though, a lot of people are going to be, well, we can't carry so much. The one thing that everybody's going to be carrying still, though, in the future is your cell phone. So, I mean, Nintendo should go ahead and say, hey, you know what, we're going to be a full-fledged portable gaming company only. We'll either have the Nintendo DS be a phone and have everything you want on it, or like the Wii U controller, have like a tablet that's the Wii U, and it's going to be the future. Because that, in my opinion, is going to be the future. Now, I think, though, reality is you're going to have everything controlled through mobile gaming, and you're probably going to have advertisements to try to make money, things of that nature. But in the end, there's going to be a time where kids and adults alike are not going to be sitting around anymore, because let's face it, all these years, there used to be where everybody would go play baseball as a kid, and then it became to where when video games came out, everybody was sitting in front of their TV, and now all this stuff has gotten to the point where everybody wants to be on the go. Like a perfect example is cable boxes, set tops, things like that. It went from a big old boxy thing to slim to small to now wireless to now you can carry it around at every TV. That's what's going to happen pretty much with gaming, or even PCs if you think about it. That's why laptops were made. That's why tablets were made. Eventually everything is getting smaller and smaller to a point to where it needs to get a little bit bigger to satisfy the need to have a screen, for comfort. And in my opinion, that's mobile gaming. And now look, I can record gaming. This was Mario Bros. 3 on my Android, on my Galaxy S3, and I recorded it. And it's not having a camera up to your cell phone recording. I'm gonna be a channel watch that's gonna bring you mobile gaming the way it should be brought to you. And it's not just gonna be Mario Bros. 3, this old games that's already out there. I'm gonna bring you every single mobile gaming that's starting to become popular. And there's a lot now. And companies like Moga, they're the ones I think of when, with the future. Moga's awesome with their Moga Pro, or the other Moga. Nintendo Wii had the Wii remote, right? A lot of these apps and programs run on Bluetooth for remotes, and that's why you're able to see this game without any of the, controls that are on there for people using their fingers. Because that's the one thing that mobile gaming you don't like right now, at least I don't like, is if you don't have a remote or anything like that, you're going to be tapping your screen. It's hard to play games like this, with your fingers, especially if you're trying to play Street Fighter 2 and all that. You need a real controller, and that's what Moga's for. So hats off to them. That's what I think the future is. Let me know what your opinion on what next gen is. Tell me what you think about the PlayStation 4, Xbox 3, or Xbox One. I keep saying 360. Xbox One is a dumb name. I'll still say that. But this is Ziggy saying peace. I'm out. And yeah.